to join us to celebrate one of our, I'm not supposed to say this, favorite students, Smiley, Nathaniel Tejeda. We want to welcome Nate's family for joining us as well. I'd like to thank Miss Dottie Oden for being here, representing the school board and our district office staff. And we're just going to have a few people who are going to speak very briefly, and then we are going to unveil Smiley's wish. So I'm going to turn it over to Ann Vermette from Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Hi, my name is Ann Vermette, and myself and Linda Pearson are Smiley's wish granters. We are so thrilled to welcome everyone here this afternoon for this monumentous event. Back in the spring of 2019, we first met Smiley, and we talked about his wish. Wow. Smiley's wish was to redo the Nashua South weight and training room. What a remarkable and unselfish young man to leave a legacy for his future schoolmates. Wanting to do something so giving that would have no direct benefit on him as he was graduating shortly blew us away. Both Linda and I were so impressed by his outgoing and cheery personality when faced with this tough diagnosis.
It was the night before my Meet of Champions here at South. I found like a little lump on my neck, and I was like, what could this be? Let's go to the doctors and check this out before we gotta go wrestle tomorrow. And then you said, just come back on Sunday after the tournament, and we'll get like ultrasounds and like x-rays and stuff like that. And then, so after I wrestled throughout the tournament, I took sixth at Meet of Champions. And later, the next day, I guess I found out I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was like big swollen lymph node here, which is usually how they diagnose and how they found it. And I had a tumor in my chest next to my heart. And after that, it was just a battle, I guess.
There was no doubt in our minds that Smiley was going to win this match against a tough opponent. I remember as we were finishing up at Smiley's house, he asked a question, and he said, "Do you get paid for this?" And Linda and I said, "No, we're volunteers." And he said, "Can I give you a hug?" And we said, "You can give us a hug anytime." So Smiley had asked his wish to be completed before his graduation, but all good things come to those who wait. So, to have all the donations and these great volunteers come together and give of their time, expertise, and materials did take a little while, but as you all will be able to see in a couple minutes, what a great result. This wish was made possible by donations from several companies: Rutland Manor, Dynamic Strength and Conditioning, Max Wraps, Lynch's Landscaping, Home Theater Simplified, and hard-working volunteers who gave of their time. I would like to thank the volunteers from CrossFit, Amaskeg, Stevens Landscaping, the Make-A-Wish team, Lisa Gingras, Scott Knight, and the Nashua South staff. So Smiley, on behalf of Make-A-Wish and all the volunteers and staff here at Nashua South, we wish you all the best in your college career, great health and happiness to you and your family. And we have this plaque from Make-A-Wish that will hang in the Nashua South room, and it's dedicated in honor of Nathaniel Tejeda, established 2020, Make-A-Wish, New Hampshire.
I still remember the day Smiley came to my office last spring and said, "Coach, do you know I get this Make-A-Wish?" And he pulled up a video on YouTube and showed me this weight room out west of a high school, and like, "Sure you want to do this? You know, to like maybe go to Hawaii or somewhere?" But that's what makes him so unique. He's one of the most caring, genuine people I've ever been around, and for a kid that was going to go on to college and not get to really be a part of this is for you guys. And that just, you know, this guy is community service, and we talk about that. This was going on long before this, okay? And if you want to take a page out of his book, like, that's the guy, okay? He's a really special person, and we can't thank him enough. And all the Make-A-Wish people and everybody else that helped, your spouses and families that were here over the last couple of weeks, we can't thank you enough. Thanks.
Honestly, throughout the most of it, like, the doctors are pretty like, straight up with me, and they told me what I need to know, and they told me how the procedures were gonna go from start to finish, and they really gave me a lot of confidence throughout most of it. So I was scared right at the beginning, not knowing what it could have been, but as soon as they told me what it was and how I was gonna be treated, I had all the confidence in the doctors and in God, and they just kept them both behind my back and helped me get me where I needed to be.
When I'm trying to describe this young man, sometimes I have a hard time, so I figured I would just read you the text message he sent me when he found out he was diagnosed with lymphoma. What's up, Mr. Coach? I got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that I've been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's a tumor that's in my lymph nodes and kind of pressed on my lungs and my heart. I guess I've had it for a while now. It also means no baseball. The good news is that we found it early and it's totally curable. I start chemo tomorrow, and if everything goes right, I'll be Gucci in 4 to 6 months. Otherwise, I'm doing good. I've decided I will wrestle next year after treatment. Where I go is between Springfield and Plymouth. Just chose Springfield, obviously. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know and update you on what's going on. Thought it would be better that you've heard it from me first. Also, I still think I can manage and sell gold cards. It's a good thing. So we could have some money. Hashtag 12-season athlete. So the reason why I wanted to read this to you guys is because this is the only way I can describe him. He just got a cancer diagnosis, and he's text messaging me telling me he's going to be Gucci in 4 to 6 months. Most people, this would totally deflate them. They'd be down, keep their head down, but no, not you. And then he also reminded me often that when he was going through chemo, that he had more hair than I did. So, but this is just, your legacy is going to live forever through you. So this is a great job. Thank you.
Weight lifted off my shoulders, you know. I was most of the time that I was going through treatment and stuff, I was never really. I feel like I was living in the moment, so I just kind of sometimes forgot that I was even had cancer, or but it really just. I took a step back and just thought it's finally over. I can just continue living my life now, and it was just awesome. I honestly, I'll tell my dad sometimes, I genuinely forgot that I even went through that and that experience, even though it's such a big part of my life, you know, but that's just how you gotta, think about it, don't worry about the past, just keep moving forward, and that's just how I kind of live my life.
Nathaniel was a kid that had never ever wrestled before, and I was able to con him into coming and wrestling for us as a freshman. You know, he's a kid that he will do whatever you ask of him. He's going to work hard every single day, and just a tremendous teammate, tremendous competitor, and he's just a great young man. And this is Smiley to a T. So on behalf of everybody, thank you.
Smiley, we can't thank you enough for this. This is arguably the most selfless act anyone could ever imagine. And speaking for the student athletes of Nashua South, we cannot thank you enough. And our hope and our goal in your honor is that this becomes the hub of Nashua South athletics. We want everyone using this. This isn't just for football or wrestling or basketball or baseball. We would love to see golfers here, skiers, swimmers. We want everyone using this weight room, because when you walk through that door, you're going to understand why. Kids who go off-site and pay money to go to fitness places or have trainers, we have the best weight room in the state, and we just hope that it is utilized and lives up to the potential that it is. And we can't thank you enough. We want to thank all the volunteers and everyone who made this possible. This is an amazing event, and it's all because of you. Thank you very much.
Treatment, I think you get you're assigned a social worker, and I got one, and she kind of told me, so you're still eligible since you're under 18 for a Make-A-Wish. I was start brainstorming things you'd like to do, and I was right away, I was I know what I want to do, and I was this has been a dream of mine since ever, just make South a great weight room. And I still kind of got inspiration from a video I saw on YouTube about a similar kid that did the same thing. I was this would just be dope to do, because I never have the funds to do that, so why don't I use my wish to do that?
Brilliant.
There you go.
Oh my God. Of course, we gave it to you double ply, Smiley.
Smiley! Go on, man!
There's not really many words to explain how grateful I am for this opportunity and how awesome the weight room looks, and it's just amazing to see everything come together. Just continuing to give back and just help others in even worse situations, you know. And this is also another motivation for people to start living healthier lives, and that's something I can ask for is if you're putting in the work and the effort, you have all the things you need to be successful and just become healthier. There's no excuses anymore. The only thing that's left is for you to go out there and do it yourself. And that's just, I think it's cool for people to see that.